Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to Dutchman Watches Mahjong Soul. Today we have Bismil, Sin Cheers, Kazuo Otogawa, and Ones. 3-2-3-3, so a fairly high level expert match. We're going to be starting pretty soon, so we're going to get right into it. Let's see who our first dealer is. Bismil is going to be number 1. Playing as Kishi. I don't remember that character's name. But they are like my favorite guy character in the game, aside from Joseph. Anyways, 1, 2, 4, 6, 7 in the characters, 7, 8 in the dots, a 1, 2, a 4, 5, and an 8 in the bamboo. Sin Cheers has a 5, 6, and 8, 9 the characters, a 6, 7, 8, 9 in the dots, a 6, 8, 9 in the bamboo, but the 9 is Dora, so they'll probably try to work that in. Otogawa has a 1, 2, 6, 7, 7 in the characters, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the dots, 5, 6, 7, 7 in the bamboo. So good shapes there. Ones has a 3, 5 with a red 5, and an 8 and 9 in the characters. 2, 2, 4, 6 in the dots, a 7, 9 also accepting the Dora in the bamboo, and then a pair of whites, probably looking for that Yaku High, with the backup pair and the 2 of dots, if I had to guess. Brings us back to Bismil. Not made too much progress. 2, 4 still there, 6, 7 still there, 3, 5, 7, 7, 8 all still looks good. They've drawn the 8 of characters, completing that block. They've dropped the 1 of bamboo, probably throwing away their penchan, their 1-2 sequence there. Will they open for Tanya? They will. So they're going to drop their 2, probably drop their 8, and then just Chia 4 and Chia 3, and they'll be good to go. Ones finds their Yaku High with their white, also dropping their penchan. Bismil has drawn the 3. They are Tenpai on the 4 of dots, which Sin Cheers has just drawn. Otogawa has 1. Ones has 1. It doesn't look like anybody's going to be dropping this tile. Sin Cheers is a double-sided weight. Oh, Otogawa. Will they protect this? No, it comes into their hand. They have a 3-6 weight. Uh-oh. Ones might have to discard one of these dots. They dropped the 2 instead. Here comes the 6 for Bismil. The 3 is going to get them roamed. I was cheering for you, buddy. He swapped into the 7-4 weight, which is slightly more efficient than what they had. But it got them got. Dealership moves to Sin Cheers. 4, 4, 5, 5, 7 in the characters, 4, 6 in the dots, 4, 4, 7, 7, 7 in the bamboo, with those 4s being Dora. This is a very fast hand. It's a very expensive hand. I'm surprised he hasn't dropped his East yet. What are you waiting for, brother? Otogawa has a 1, 2, 4 in the dots, 7, 9 in the dots as well. Pair of 3s and a 6, 8 in the bamboo, and then a south white pair of greens. So the greens can give them Yaku High if they can find it. Ones has a 5, 7 in the characters, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8. So possibly Peiko in the dots. They would need the 6 for that. The 9 would just complete the shape. 4, 5, 7, 9, 9 in the bamboo. The 4 again still being Dora. The Ones has a pretty good hand, pretty efficient hand. Bismil. Actually didn't get too... It didn't get hit too hard with that last roan. They're only at 2240. 2, 3, 4, pawn of 6s in the characters. Loose 6 in the dots. A 3, 5, 5. 3, 5, 5, 6, 8 in the bamboo. And then a loose white dragon, which nobody needs, so it's safe to discard. This one's cut as well by Otogawa, so we'll probably see that come out of Bismil's hand. Just not before the 9 does. Sin Cheers draws a 1 of characters and drops it. They've also picked up the 6 of bamboo, which I don't think helps their hand at all. I really don't know why they dropped that 4 of dots so early. And now you can see that they're fertile with this red 5 they've drawn, if they want to go back that way. But they commit. They realize they made a mistake, they commit to correcting that mistake. They're going to drop the 5, they're going to drop the 6. They don't have to anymore. They can wait for the 7, they drop the 6 anyways, the 8's going to come out eventually. Well, it looks like Ones has made some good progress over there. They got the 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, which is the Apeco, the doubled sequences. They've got a lonely 5, but they have a 4, 5, a 7, 8, 9, 9 in the bamboo. So the 9s of the pair, they have a 6, 9, and then a 3, 6 acceptance. The greens finally come out. Otogawa has found their value pwn, their Yakuhai. And they look like they're moving towards a double pair weight. Looking for a 2, 5 in the characters. The 5s are pwned, so they're not going to find them. They will be tempai for it. If Simpson Cheers draws a 5 and not careful, they might make the mistake of calling Khan and getting roamed. But Bismil once again plays that 2. Gets roamed for greens nothing. Just 1,000 points. But it's another cut on the way to 1,000. Bismil bleeding points. Simpson Cheers, I think if they played that hand correctly, could have won with that nasty, nasty hand. Otogawa, we're in East 3. Pwn of 3's a 4, 5. In the characters, 5, 6, 6 with a red 5 in the dots, a 1, 2 in the bamboo, and then just a red dragon. Ones has 2, 4 in the characters, 4, 6 in the dots. They have a 9 of dots, which is Dora, but there's nothing connected to it, no way to use it easily. 4, 5 in the bamboo with a red 5. A pair of norths, which is not their wind, and then some dragons. Bismil has a 5, 7, 9 shape, double inside weight. Loose 6 of dots, 2, 3, 4, 4, 6 in the bamboo, and then some garbage honors. Simpson Cheers has 6, 7, 8 in the characters, a pair of 1s, a 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9 in the dots already. Are they tempai? They are tempai. They have not gone to Ricci. They are waiting for the 7 of bamboo, and because they were not Ricci, they do not get to win. You have to go Ricci because you have no value. Now the Ricci comes out after the 7 has already been discarded. So it's an inside weight on 3 tiles. Three played on the Tsuji for the 6. Otogawa understands Tsuji. And let's see. Probably looking for a Tanyao hand. A lot of pairs they can call pawns on. They can move tiles out of order, but they need the 4 of characters if they really want to make Tanyao work. Nobody has any more of those 7s, by the way. So Simpson Cheers is going to be drawing for a while here. Otogawa does not take the 1. They are looking for that 4. 1s has not made any progress on their hand whatsoever. Bismil has made progress. They're looking pretty good over there. They got a 5, 7 pair of 9s, a 4, 6, 2, 3, 4 is filled in, 4, 5, 6 is filled in. And they've got a lot of choices for their pair. Otogawa possibly throwing their hand away. They drop their 2, they drop their 3. There's no point in taking the 4 anymore. Well, they're also just being efficient, right? If you want to get Tanyao, get rid of the Tanyao that can pick up the 1. Or get rid of the sequence that can pick up the 1, right? Bismil could drop a 5, looking for a double-sided, and they do. Looking for a 3, 6 in the characters. And as Defeated as those tiles are, it's not a bad call. The 6 was discarded by Sins and Cheers, so they will also drop one if they draw another. And Otagawa has proven that they will also drop their 3 of characters on Suji. So if Bismil gets Tenpai and gets Ricci on that 3-6 weight, I think we'll see some players play into it with arguably safe tiles. What are they still looking for? Looking for 2-5 in the dots, and then they gotta drop that 6. Sins and Cheers Sumos on the inside weight on the second 7 to have been drawn from the wall. Absolutely disgusting. That's going to take us into East 4, all last in this East only matchup. If nobody gets above 30k though, we will see the South round. Ones is our dealer. A 1-4 in the character is doing really nothing for him. 4-5-6-6 in the dots with a red 5. 1-2 and an 8-9 in the bamboo. And then a pair of Souths which do nothing, but a pair's a pair. Bismil, 8-9, 5-6-7-8 in the dots. Pair of 1s, pair of 6s in the bamboo, and there's an 8 as well in the bamboo. Another pair gets drawn for Bismil. Could possibly go for 7 pairs, but we'll see. Simpson Cheers has a 5-7 in the characters, a 1-2-2 in the dots, 1-3-5-7-9. Looking for some any bamboo really. An East, a West, doing nothing for him. But that East is Dora. Oh, it's East round. East is Dora. Anybody picks up another East will be happy as a clam. And lastly, Otagawa has already pwned their reds for their Yakuhai. They have a 4-5 with a red 5, 7-9 in the characters, 7-9-9 in the dots, probably dropping the 7 for their pair. Well, they pwned the 9s instead, so now the 7s in the bamboo are their pair, meaning they'll have to drop a red 5. I disagree with the move. Bismil finds Tenpai. Pair of 8s. It is 7 pairs. They're waiting on the 6 of dots only. 2 of them are in one's hand. And they could be used as their pair if they're cautious. Meaningful. But they might also want to drop one to make a double-sided weight, which would get them caught. Worth mentioning, Simpson Cheers, who has opened up in that 5-6-7, has a pair of those Dora East. Otagawa finds Tenpai on 2s and 7s. 2 of dots and 7 of bamboo. Bismil with their one-sided weight will have to discard those if they find them. Ones is getting very close to Tenpai. They will have to decide what they want to do with these 6s very soon. And it is not out of the question that they take the double-sided or the double pwn weight, waiting on Souths and 6s. The reds are safe, but they protect it for some reason. Were they not paying attention? The reds are all pwned by Otagawa. There's no way anybody can use the reds. I don't even think Kokushi could be physically possible with 3 of the reds pwned and you having the 4th one. I guess it's technically physically possible, but there's probably enough information on the board. All the 1s are gone. All the 1 of characters are gone. It's impossible. Drop the red. You can't convince some people. What do you want me to say? Otagawa, considering whether they want to con the 9, they don't. They do discard the 9. Here comes the 7 for Bismil, and that's their own. I don't think this is big enough to put them above 30, though. That's only 2k. 3 with the Ricci. 29-6. It wasn't enough. So we are going to see a South round. And Bismil gets another chance at dealer. Just real quick, because we are over there, Ones has a Pawn of South, which is now Yakuhai. Bismil has a 3-4-5 in the dots, the 5 of dots being Red Dora. We got a 1, a 3-3-4-4-6-6-7 in the bamboo. Very green hand. But if they want to go for that kind of hand, they'd have to drop their 3-4-5 already formed sequence in their dots. Vincent Cheers has a 3-4, accepting a Dora in the characters. A 1-3 in the dots, a 2-3 in the bamboo, and then some loose honors. Otagawa has a 3-4, also has a 3-4 in the characters, accepting that Dora 3. We've got a 7-9 in the dots, a 2-3, 7-8 in the bamboo, and then some loose honors. Ones, who has the Pawn of South and already has a concealed Yakuhai, has 2-3 in the characters, looking for a 1-4, and is able to use that Dora. 5-6 and an 8-9 as well, so 3 tiles away from an Itsu. A full straight. A pair of 4s, a 1-2 in the bamboo. Ones has drawn the 1. They are 2 tiles away from the Itsu. Closed Itsu is worth 2 Han. The closed South would only bring them to 3. But it does look like Ones wants this real bad. I don't blame them. Itsu is such a good hand. Bismil has made very little progress. But progress is being made. They could even find Tanyao 7 pairs. They just need 1 more tile. They're not going to find the 4 dots. I also wouldn't have hated if they had gone for Toy Toy at this point. Well, maybe I would have. I think Toy Toy is pretty slow if you don't have any pawns already. Alright, Ones is going for the open Itsu, but they do not need it. They have a 4-7 weight. The 4 will give them Itsu, the 7 will not. But they have closed Souths and a Dora. Biz has found Ricci. That was the right tile, but there's not a lot of hope for this hand, I don't think. It's 7 pairs, so it's once again a one-sided weight on the 5 of characters only. But they get to use their red 5s, all of them. Here comes a 7. That's the Roan. So unfortunate for Bismil. But still nobody above 30. Bismil has a chance if they want to take it. Vincent Cheers is our new dealer. By the way, Bismil's going to have to hit real hard to get back in this game. Vincent Cheers has a pair of 4s, pair of 9s, pair of 1s, pair of greens. So they can open this hand, they can go for 7 pairs. That's up to them, because I have no idea what to do with this mess. Otagawa, 5-7-9, double inside weight, one of my favorite shapes. 4-5-6 in the dots. 3-3-4-5-6-7, so a very long sequence in the bamboo, and then just a lonely east. Ones has a 2-3, a 6-8 in the characters, a 1-3-6-7, and a pair of 9s in the dots, and then some Losa honors. Bismil has a 7-8-9 in the characters, a 5-6 in the dots, a 2 of dots, which is a Dora. Oh, Bismil DC'd. They gave up, they threw in the towel. I don't blame them, but there's always an open seat in hell for people who leave games. Rest in peace, Bismil. Well, we can just ignore their hand then. Back to Simpson Cheers. They have Epona Greens. 4-4-5, 7-9-9. Pair of 1s. Probably open up a lot as much as they can. And just take what they can get. Otagawa. Simpson Cheers, by the way, doesn't need a lot to get above 30k. In fact, greens... just the greens alone is enough to do it. Otagawa in a similar boat doesn't need much to get over 30k. Otogawa has a 5-7-7. 4-5-6 is still in place. Their bamboo actually took a turn for the weird. They now have pairs of 3s and 7s with a 4-5-6 in the middle. If they pick up anything, it can go either way. But it's not easy to read, I will say that much. Ones maybe going for an Itsu of their own. Has a 1-2-3, a 5-6-7. I don't see it happening. I think they're just drawing tiles and being efficient ones over there. By the way, Otogawa has found Tenpai. They have a double pair weight on 7s and 7s. 7 of bamboo, 7 of characters. And Bismill's gotten roamed every single hand of the game. God, has he? I think they have. And there's no reason for them to stop now that they've DC'd. They're not going to change their hand from the inside, so that 7 of characters is not coming out. They'll have to draw a new one. Or a 7 of bamboo, if they want to get roamed. But they're an AI, they don't get to choose. Will Otogawa switch their weight? They did. They swapped to a 5-8 weight. That's even worse than the 7-7 was. Bismill is holding 3 of those tiles and they will never discard them. So 3, 4, 5. And then there's a 6 in Otogawa's hand. There's only 2 tiles remaining for Otogawa to win off of. With their 7-7 weight, they had 3 tiles. So 1 more tile of efficiency. Instant Cheers calls their last pwn. They are Tenpai for 1 of bamboo, 9 of dots. Double outside terminal weight. Very, very sneaky. But I think players should know what's going on over there. I don't think they'll be surprised. Here comes the 7, here comes the 7. Otogawa, you chose poorly. Here comes the 1, and you discard it and get roamed. Sins and Cheers is going to be our winner with greens and nothing else. Otogawa made the right move at the wrong time and got punished for it. Bismill, you gave up, so you get last. I think your hand was fine. You could have kept on playing. Ones, I think you tried real hard and got so far. And 3rd place is not the end of the world. But good game to all of our opponents. And thanks to you, the viewers, for watching. If you enjoyed that episode, please click the like and subscribe button. It really helps small channels like this one grow and reach a wider audience. And I hope you have a good morning, a good afternoon, a good evening. Goodbye. Wrong button.